Well, we're focusing on Halo. Basically, if you look in the Xbox Twitter, there's a promotional image for like Xbox which shows a picture of a Master Chief running sideways and basically has the name just called Halo. But people are eagle-eyed to point out there has an M rating on it, which leads people to assume that it could point to the new Halo game coming this year or the next year.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I saw this online. So yeah, basically people are like, they're promoting Halo? That's a bit weird considering Halo Infinite's been out for like, what, 3 years now? So they're all a bit confused by the whole thing. Yeah, it might be nothing. It might just be Xbox just being Xbox, because they do that sometimes. They'll just throw something out that everyone will get all crazy conspiracy theory about it, and it means nothing. Or it could be a Halo game. Who knows?
It
they
could
might
be
testing the waters.
It could be teasing for something that announced on this June or July.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it. Or maybe it's just Xbox saying Halo and just referring to all the titles, which collectively puts up a rating of like about M for mature. But it can be just anything really.
It might be because the second series of the TV shows only come out recently, and they might be trying to get people back onto Halo on Xbox. Maybe, I don't know. There's lots of reasons it could be. Obviously, Halo is the figurehead, the face of Xbox. It is like if you say Xbox, you think of Halo, right? So it makes sense to promote it, but it's also a bit weird considering there's no new games at the moment. But maybe we're getting Halo 7 next year, or maybe we're getting an expansion or something. I don't know. It's a very odd one. I'm quite happy with Halo Infinite the way it is. It's finally actually at a state where I actually like to play it, but maybe Xbox sees it differently and they need to kickstart it again. I don't know.
Who knows?
Do you think if they did do another Halo multiplayer game, like a Halo Infinite 2, do you think it'll be like Overwatch 2 or whatever, where they just literally just keep the same multiplayer but just like expand on it, or do you think they will literally start from scratch again?
Well, I can't tell from the 343's perspective because at the moment they changed hands with a different manager, but it just seems like it's gotten a little bit worse in some areas, but I'll get to that soon. Now, because the next Halo game, the one reason why they would like get a Halo Infinite 2 is probably because they'll be going over to the Unreal Engine. And I imagine this when they pull over the system from Halo Infinite over to the new one. Like, it does appear as a sunsetting at the moment where they got rid of seasons, kept it to operations and content updates. So I assume as if they're already like trying to sunset on this thing just to prepare for the Unreal version of Halo Infinite. But that's just all speculation. You're probably thinking of this Project Tanaka. Like, have you heard of this one?
Yes.
It's a battle royale.
Battle Royale. That has been rumored for a long time, that the Halo Battle Royale. I thought that was coming out like 2-3 years ago, and there's been no sign of it since. That's possible that could be the game that's been teased as well. That's a good point. I didn't even think of that. But then I heard rumors that game's been cancelled, so I really have no clue.
Well,
it's a very weird one.
The bad news is that Certain Affinity has laid off 10% of their staff, saying they're struggling to find new work. So it's actually like the first time layoffs have happened in the 17-year history of the company, and it does look like as if, well, they just points out in the IGN articles that most of it significant is an industry-wide slowdown in the funding of new lead and co-development projects and the reluctance of third-party investors to fund games or game companies. So yeah, the new Halo game is likely to be teased with the Xbox promotion, and yeah, it's not likely to be dealt with Certain Affinity unless we know anything because of the layoffs. But a little bit is unknown until we get to middle of this year or next year, especially the Halo Infinite sunsetting.
Thank you for listening to the X Marks the Box podcast. Follow us at X Marks Box on Twitter or X Marks the Box on YouTube. And follow us on all audio podcast services. Thanks for listening.